Good evening, Thunder fans. I'm Zachary Wilson alongside Graham Werner, and we welcome you into the Thunderdome as the Thunder play host to the Guardians of St. Michael the Archangel. St. James is coming off a huge win against rival Miege on Friday behind big performances from freshman Stella Sachs and sophomore Ireland Sullivan. The Thunder are now 6-3 on the season and have won 4 of their last 5.
Thanks for having me, Zach. This girls' team is extremely resilient. It is no stranger to the win column. They have rolled with the punches all year, facing injury, fatigue, you name it. Even losing some crucial seniors has not stopped this team from the benchmark that is a dominant contender in 5A.
The Guardians of St. Michael the Archangel come into this game with a 4-game winning streak, definitely playing their best basketball of the season to open 2026.
Absolutely correct, Zach. This Guardians team on the road is nothing to scoff at. We must not get complacent and let our guard down.
Should be a good one we have on tap for you guys here. St. James and St. Michael the Archangel up next on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. As we get set for tip-off here, what are your keys to the game, Graham?
You know, if this girls team can just play their brand of basketball against another good team, I really think they just have to maintain a healthy lead and just stay on top, you know, just not falling behind, playing catch-up all game, because that's what really loses you games.
Absolutely. Tonight's pre-game presentation is brought to you by Smoothie King. Enjoy a smoothie with a purpose.
I could use me a smoothie right now.
Like the starters for the Guardians will be number 1, Lydia McVeigh, number 10, Bella Riccaro, number 11, Ellie Palmer, number 5 Keeley Barr, and 1 more. They've got some long hair covering their jerseys, but starters for the Thunder remains as always. Number 1, Ellie Albright. Number 5, Stella Sachs. Number 23, Caroline Ruger. Number 24, Elle Robinson. And number 30, Ireland Sullivan. This team has cruised to 3 straight wins now to start the year, half of them coming just last week. What do you expect to see from the Thunder here today?
You know, just business as usual. This St. Michael's team coming on the road, you know, they're going to be a tough challenge, kind of like the Seaman game for the boys last week. But, you know, we do what we do best, especially under Coach Justin Snell. Also, something else to note, that St. Michael's does not have any 6-footers on the team. St. James has 2. So hopefully the rebounding game will go in our favor.
Size advantage definitely in favor of the Thunder here tonight. And as we get set for tip-off, I want to remind you, tonight's tip-off is presented by Performance Rehab, which is dedicated to patients' health goals and success. It'll be Ireland Sullivan for the Thunder and Bella Riccaro for the Guardians to tip us off here at St. James Academy. The opening tip is up, and Ruger has it on the far bounce. Can't finish. Albright with the rebound. Finds Robinson, middle of the paint. Puts it up for the easy 2.
Good vision there, finding Robinson in the paint.
Now the Guardians, first time on the floor, turn it over, and Ireland Sullivan with another easy layup to put the Thunder up 4 here in the first 30 seconds.
If these girls can manage the passing lanes here early, it's going to be a long game for the Guardians.
It's like number 1, senior Lydia McVeigh handling the ball for the Guardians up top. Guarded closely by Albright. She kicks it out to the corner. Gets it back. Shot clock at 10 for St. Michael. Throws up a desperation heave. Falls well short. Rebound Ruger. Robinson now. It's an easy spin move. Thunder up 6, and a timeout is called by Coach Jacob Jorg for the Guardians.
Can't really ask for a better start to this one, Zach. Just being aggressive on offense and defense and using their advantages to their advantage.
Yeah, disciplined defense forced 2 turnovers here early in the game. Guardians really did not look prepared for that first minute and a half that's been played here. As we return for the timeout, it'll be number 11, Ellie Palmer, to inbound for the Guardians. St. James in a zone look here out the timeout. Puts up a 3, rims out, rebound Robinson.
Not a bad shot from St. Michael there.
Up ahead in transition, Sullivan finishes easy at the rim. No one within 10 feet of her. It extends the lead to 8. Suffocating pressure here from the Thunder. A jump ball will be called, and it will remain with the Guardians. It's number 42, Quinn Mahurin, checks into the game for the first time. Riccaro to inbound.
Don't
Can't find an open player. And 5-second call on the Guardians. Can't get the inbound in. And Thunder will regain possession. Looking to nurse this early explosion and continue to jump on top of the Guardians here. Sachs to Albright. Albright launches for three, and it falls. Made three last Friday against Miege. Continues her hot shooting here today.
And 1 for 1 on the game already. Definitely don't plan to see very many misses tonight.
McVeigh working on Albright here. Finds Palmer. Batted out of bounds by the Thunder. Will stay here. And number 11, Tegan Vietti, and number 25, Tatum Ganson will check in for the Thunder, leading 11-0 here in this first quarter.
Now let's see if Vietti can put the work in on McVeigh the same way Albright did just moments ago.
And Vietti will be called for the foul. Thunder's first foul of the game. First foul overall called on any team. Just getting a bit too aggressive there on the defensive end. McVeigh in the corner. Driving baseline. Loses it. Sullivan. Cross-court pass to Ruger. Stolen away. Seems like the first time we haven't seen St. James execute on the offensive end of the floor there, Graham.
Absolutely, just dominance so far. And McVeigh definitely shaken up after that last fall, and there's another one right there.
She's trying to put the Guardians on her back here early and draws the foul and will be sent to the free throw line. Seems to be in a bit of discomfort.
She's got to shoot both of these right here.
First one is short. Today's first quarter is presented by Trifecta Contracting, a single source commercial glass contractor in the KC metro area. Number 21, senior Mally Ersic checks in for the Thunder. McVeigh with one to shoot. Off back rim. Rebound Thunder. Sullivan looking to go coast to coast. Gets the shot to fall, maybe?
Don't know if they called it on the floor there. Yep, that's an and one there.
Great play by Sullivan there to take it coast to coast. Just continue to pile it on for the Thunder here early. Sullivan sinks the free throw. It's number 11, Ellie Palmer, bringing the ball up now for the Guardians. McVeigh has subbed out. Looking to generate some momentum here on the offensive end. Into the paint. Good look. The shot rattles down and falls for Mahiran. First points of the game for the Guardians.
Not a bad shot there.
Ganson for three. Just short. Offensive rebound. Vietti tipped out of bounds by the Guardians. Sullivan gets it into Ersic. Tries the three ball. Just off target.
That was a pure shot there from Ersic. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Great defensive stop there from the Guardians. Just scored their first points of the game. Looking to build some momentum here and get back into this one. for 15, working up top. Finds Recaro in the paint to back out. 2 seconds to shoot. Gets the mid-range off, just short. Simmons with the rebound. Doesn't see Vietti down the court. Ganson, middle of the lane, layup, cannot fall. And Recaro with the rebound. Full court pressure by Ganson.
This is what I said pregame. You just can't get complacent because, I mean, 12 points, although 14-2, is still easily insurmountable.
The aggressive defense kind of just collapses on itself there. The Guardians find an easy 2 under the rim. Cuts the lead down to 10. Vietti, push cross out to Simmons. Spin move. Bit too far under the rim there on the layup attempt. Palmer with the ball for the Guardians. Palmer for 3, short. Rebound Simmons, finds Vietti this time and gets the layup to go.
Good eye there from Simmons. Finding a little soft spot in the defense there for an easy 2.
Transition offense has been on point tonight for the Thunder so far. Guardians been unable to get back on defense in time. Foul is called on the floor on the Thunder. Recaro will inbound. Gianna Swingle will inbound for the Guardians after some substitutions. Inbound pass is stolen away by Vietti. Open break opportunity. Can't finish on that one. Missed opportunity, but great defense nonetheless. And a stolen pass again. And this time, Vietti is blocked out of bounds. Ball will stay on this end. Back-to-back missed opportunities for the Thunder there. Haven't seen that so far this game, really, on either end of the floor. Ursic cross court to Vietti. To Simmons. Sullivan setting up a play. Finds Ganson for 3. Cash. Thunder extend their lead to 15.
That one might as well have been shot from the roof. That arc was absolutely insane from Ganson. The one weakness I see with this Guardians team is definitely their lack of ball handling ability. There's only really 1 or 2 main ball handlers on this team. And McVeigh, the senior leader here, just kind of fighting for her life with this aggressive Thunder defense.
Great board there from Ursic. Looks up court to Vietti. Throws it too far over her head. That'll be a foul on the Thunder in transition. Will remain with the Guardians.
Plethora of substitutions here for the Thunder.
Ursic, only player to remain in the game for the Thunder. McVeigh back into the game, looking to drive. He's tripped down. Foul will be called 5th on the Thunder here in the first quarter. So McVeigh will go to the line once again. Gets the first to fall. So Graham, 20 seconds left in this first quarter. What have you seen from the Thunder on the offensive end of the floor that's really got you excited?
I mean, it's just the low percentage shots are going in and the higher percentage shots are also going in. But, like, they're taking good shots. They're not hucking. They're not doing what bad teams do. They're just remaining consistent and just putting points on the board one by one. And here and there you'll have that unfortunate turnover like you see there, but getting back on defense is the same thing. They've just been dominant and really just consistent.
Deep three to end the quarter is nowhere close. And at the end of the first quarter, your St. James Academy Thunder leads St. Michael's 19-6. You're watching St. James Academy basketball on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
Is just the ability to shoot from the line. You know, they call them free throws for a reason, and most of these shots have been free all season for the Thunder.
L. Robinson, the dynamic playmaker for the Thunder, averages over 10 points a game and nearly 8 rebounds. Definitely has been the brightest spot on this Thunder team this season. And it shows. 4-year starter. He's been around, knows how to lead this team.
If you remember last year against DeSoto, that heated game in the playoffs, L. Robinson made those 2 clutch free throws to seal the deal.
St. Michael's with the deep three again falls short. Robinson in trouble, escapes, looking to take it coast to coast. Finds Ruger in the corner, swinging the ball around. Sachs driving baseline. Beautiful lay there from Sachs. Another 2 for the Thunder.
Just so shifty. Sachs out there, just left and right, doesn't matter. You blink, she's gone.
McVeigh gets it out to Palmer. Rebound Robinson once again.
That was a good box out there from Rieger.
Ruger looking to make something happen. Robinson double teamed. It doesn't matter. 2 more for the Thunder. The lead is up to 19.
And I don't know how she does that. She's being double teamed and just simply just takes 1 step and boom, she's open. Unreal from Robinson.
Another 3 for the Guardians falls short. Almost a repeat of last possession, and now Ruger in transition gets to the rim rather easily. Guardians just have no answers on defense right now, Graham.
Yeah, it's just simply the powerful offense of the Thunder is just unstoppable right now, and they're all locked in. Nobody's really having a bad game right now.
Vietti back into the game for Ersic, and Mahurin comes in for Swingle for St. Michael's. Inbound to Palmer. The freshman Sachs guarding her. Out to McVeigh. Another three-pointer. It's a bit too high off the backboard. Will be a dead ball.
You know, what's your opinion on that rule? I think they should still count those.
I think every backboard is too different to allow that equipment to kind of interfere. Definitely not something I'd want to have to regulate.
And it's fun to watch.
It's the Thunder back on the offensive end here. Albright finds Ruger. Pump fake. Nobody bit for the Guardians.
Those shots that fall off the backboard are just those basketball oddities that really just make the game kind of fun to watch.
Great take from Tegan Vietti. Can't get it to fall. L. Robinson, offensive rebound. Ruger gets all the way to the rim again. Powerful take there by Caroline Ruger.
And I think the height difference is starting to take into effect here. Just those interior shots are way too easy for the Thunder right now.
Sachs now in transition. Great pass from Albright, and that's two more. Guardians just looking overwhelmed, basically getting run out of the gym here in this first half by this Thunder team. Recaro driving on Robinson is fouled by Ruger on the take. So she will go to the line.
You just got to hit these in hopes of igniting something for this team.
Tonight's coverage of SJA basketball on the Thunder Broadcasting Network is made possible by the many donors to our media arts program and the hard-working students on the Thunder Broadcasting team. TBN is a student-organized and run broadcasting network dedicated to furthering the mission of St. James Academy and the Greater Catholic Church. As McVeigh, trying to do it all for the Guardians, will come out of the game once again. As Recaro splits the field goals, breaks the scoring drought for the Guardians. Thunder right back to pushing the pace. Ganson, been a misdirection. Three does not fall. Sullivan is tripped down, and the ball will go out of bounds. St. Michael's, of course, trying to string together just a few good offensive possessions to maybe take something away from this first half.
That's just lockdown from Vietti there.
It has been all Thunder from on this half of the floor, especially in this first half. St. Michael's really going to have to switch the gear soon. They want to stay in this game. Sullivan rips the ball away. Vietti with another fast break opportunity. Rims out. Missed opportunity there from the Thunder. Haven't seen that much tonight.
And you still look at the scoreboard, but you got to hit those. Those are your 99.5% shots there.
Three rims out. Offensive rebound and put back in by number 15 for St. Michael's. Vietti, once again, another chance, and this time she capitalizes. Two for the Thunder. Just extending this lead.
This Thunder defense has just been ferocious despite the scoreboard. Almost another steal.
Nearly stolen away 2 times. Ball gets out of the corner. Finds Recaro at the top of the key for 3. Is this the spark that St. Michael's needs?
You know, with still being down 21, I sure hope to see them try to make a comeback here.
Sullivan driving in. It's too easy for Ireland Sullivan, the sophomore, averaging over 11 points per game for the Thunder. Sachs defensive pressure all over Palmer. Three from the Guardians fall short. Putback attempt is good from Mahiran.
Mahiran just drew the mismatch there on Albright. And
couple offensive boards and a couple good putbacks for the Guardians here late in this second quarter.
And that's a rare jump shot from Ireland Sullivan and a rare miss from Emmy Albright.
Palmer again now. Mahiran rolls off the screen. Swiped away by Sachs, but regained. The Guardians will step out of bounds. Be Thunder ball with about a minute left in this first half, nursing a 21-point lead. L. Robinson will check back into the game for the Thunder. Robinson, athletic pass out to Ganson.
Got to knock that down. Great pass there from Robinson.
Shot attempt is no good. And once again, the Thunder in transition. Nobody home. Ersic fights through. Can't finish near the rim there. Recaro guarded by Ersic. Shot clock is off here in the first half. Blocked away by Sullivan. Fast break, 4-on-1 for the Thunder. And the easy lay goes. 3 seconds in the half. Not sure the Guardians know it. Cannot get a shot off. And that is the end of the first half. Thunder lead the Guardians by a score of 37-14. Tonight's first half is presented by Leavenworth Oral Surgery, a proud supporter of the SJA Crimson Club. We'll be right back with you for the second half.
Performance Rehab is an outpatient, private physical therapy clinic that is physical therapist owned. Most of the injuries that we see at Performance Rehab are orthopedic in nature. We see a lot post-surgical, but we also see a lot of general aches and pains. Whether you have a total knee or you have a contact sports injury, we have specialists that primarily see those types of injuries. Our goal here is to help promote active and healthy lifestyles. So if that fits with anything that you may have, then maybe Performance Rehab may be a good fit for you.
Attention St. James Academy alumni. We know you've moved on to bigger and better things, but don't ghost us. The halls are still buzzing with spirit, laughter, and maybe a few rushing footsteps between classes. And we want you to stay part of it. Update your contact info so you don't miss any of the fun. It only takes a minute, and it means you'll never miss an excuse to come back, catch up with your friends, and show your school spirit. Scan the QR code and update your information today. We can't wait to see you around. Go ahead, scan the QR code, alumni.
Smoothie King, you need to rule the day. Help everybody live a healthier and active lifestyle. So faith is very important for us, for Kim and I. We're located on 66th Street in Monticello, which is basically Monticello and Shawnee Mission Parkway near K7.
It had been called Rhetoric and Media Arts, and we rebranded it this year to be called Media Arts Video Production. We have an intro level class with Mr. Wahlberg. You learn the basics of how to make a professional video. Advanced, we take it to the next level in video production too. So we take everything that you learn in VP1 and we build upon it. You could, in VP2, actually earn your professional license. New parts of the software are unlocked, and we work with better cameras. Video production is an amazing skill. The world needs strong Catholic men and women to make great media. That was really the inspiration for the class, and that's what we're doing.
The faculty formation that we provide through the Blessed Silos Institute at Donnelly College exists to do three things: to give people time for friendship with each other, friendship with Jesus, and then how these first two kinds of friendship affect the vocation of being a teacher. We meet every week on Wednesday mornings, usually on the late starts. There's got to be time to be with your friends. There's got to be time to pray. There's got to be time to study, and there's got to be time to talk about being a teacher.
The Spark Center is where students can come to help with learning, enrichment, collaboration. So say you're working on a problem or writing an essay and you get stuck in seminar and you're like, I just don't know what to do. You can ask your seminar teacher or study hall teacher. You can come on down during the day. We'll solve your problems and you can get right back to work so that you can be more efficient and have fun at home.
welcome back here for the start of the second half. Today's second half is brought to you by Aaron Barrett State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And tonight, the Thunder have been there on both ends of the floor, Graham. What have you seen that's really impressed you?
Just about everything you can really name. I mean, scoring, defense, just overall teamwork and just resilience. They've just been a dominant basketball team out here tonight, and I expect nothing less in the second half. I expect them to keep their foot on the gas. I expect some people who don't get as many minutes in the big games as they normally do to be in here tonight and just showing their worth. You know, we're just going to have some fun here.
Thunder are pretty lucky to have a pretty deep team where consistently 9 players see playing time, but the starting lineup will go back out there for the start of the second half. Game obviously far from over. This is the early pressure we saw in the first half. And for the last couple weeks, mind that, continues for the Thunder. Except they missed Recaro cutting to the basket, and a quick, easy 2 for the Guardians to start the second half. Robinson with that signature jab step into the drive will be fouled. Will go to the line.
Might as well say 39-16 at this point. I'm extremely confident that both these are going through.
See if Robinson can prove Graham right here on the second free throw. Shooting about 69% on the season from the charity stripe.
What did I say?
Knocks them both through. Spot on, Graham. Lydia McVeigh, the senior, working on Albright. Serve it shaken up, using that pivot. Gets the ball away.
Looks like she got by Albright there. It's just off-ball defense by the Thunder was too strong to make anything out of it.
Take by Bella Recaro there again. Just rims out barely. But a good couple opening possessions for the Guardians on offense to start this second half. Sullivan going to work, gets the ball stripped away. McVeigh now with an opportunity. Too much dribbling, is tripped up and loses the ball. Stolen back.
Good hustle there from the Guardians.
Recaro once again driving in. Jump shot just short. Corralled by Sullivan.
That was just an unlucky break there. High percentage shot by the Guardians.
Wide open in the corner. Ruger for 3. Too strong. Whew. Rebound McVeigh. Really seems like to come out in the second half, Thunder offense seems to be sputtering a bit. Not able to get back going how they were in the first half, especially on transition. No foul called on the shot attempt.
I say you just got to give it a little bit of time. They'll settle back in after halftime and get this thing rocking and rolling once more.
Lauren Adamczyk will come in for the Guardians. 5'2" senior. Looking to provide on the offensive end of the floor here. Recaro loses the ball out of bounds. It will go the Thunder's way. Sachs bringing it up.
The Guardians running a little zone here. I know Sullivan missed there, but She was wide open, and isn't that what you're not supposed to do when you're running a zone, is let that happen in the paint?
The Thunder have been able to drive at will tonight, especially Sullivan and Robinson. No one really home wants to get in front of them and stop them for the Guardians. So it's been a huge part of this Thunder's 23-point lead now nearly halfway through the third quarter. Ball nearly stolen away, and a foul will be called amid the chaos. Ellie Palmer gets it in for the Guardians. Gets it back. Adamczyk now. Wide open in the corner. 3 back iron. Miscommunication between Robinson and Albright leads to the offensive rebound. Another wide open long 2 for the Guardians goes. And Coach York wants another timeout. St. James leading by 21 here.
That was a good mid-range jumper there from Lockhart of the Guardians. Really just kind of a retake of that other shot. Made her adjustment and cashed it in.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Freedom Physical Therapy and Training Center. From athletes to parents to grandparents, you deserve to move pain-free for the people and moments that matter most. Take back your strength. This is Freedom. Learn more at freedompttc.com.
And just wanted to give a little shout out to our band here. They're kind of posing as the student section here tonight.
The majority of the noise heard in the gym tonight has been from the band. Always incredible work by them as the Thunder have the ball on the offensive end.
Robinson's wide open. Yep. Boom,
Few
boom, boom.
points scored in this half, but that changes right there. Robinson gets to the rim, no difficulty there. Palmer into Mahiran, out for Recaro, deep 3 is short. Rebound L. Robinson. Ganson now kicks it out to Sullivan. Deep 3. Saw Sullivan make 2 last week. Rebound by Ganson. Good take. And she will go to the line for 2 free throws. Thunder leading by 23 points here late in the third quarter.
Can't get that one to fall. McVeigh back in for the Guardians.
The sophomore Tatum Ganson made a name for herself last year due to her three-point shooting ability. Not quite seen there from the free throw line. kind of continues slow start offensively for the Thunder here in the second half. Haven't seen the transition opportunities they had in the first half. Another three from the Guardians is too long. Passed ahead for Robinson. Cross-court pass. Ganson, wide open three. Too strong.
That was a great setup there from the Thunder. Just couldn't get the finish.
Another time Thunder had the ball in transition with numbers. Couldn't quite capitalize here. Ball swatted away. Guardians retain possession. St. Michael's tripped up trying to get it into the paint. We'll have an inbound opportunity under the rim here. Recaro, inbound play to McVeigh for the three. Just off the mark. Robinson tries to get it away, is fouled on the pass attempt. Will remain with the Thunder. 2 minutes and change remaining in this third quarter.
McVeigh has just been kind of running all around the court, being that main ball handler. She has the handle, it's just her teammates aren't open and just can't get her shots to fall, you know.
Guardians have struggled to generate consistent offense with her at the point so far today. But maybe more credit to St. James' suffocating defense. And Ersic the three. No good. Rebound Guardians. McVeigh over to Palmer. Back to Recaro, drives on Simmons. Step back jumper is good off the glass. Bella Recaro is one of those players that's really been handling most of the workload today for the Guardians and really been performing at a high level.
Absolutely, just those consistent shots from the mid-range is just what a basketball team needs.
Robinson, that stop, spin around jumper, too easy. Extends the Thunder's lead.
Stolen away by Robinson once more.
Great pass, and Robinson with the even better finish, moving full speed.
That was just a touchdown there from Robinson, bringing it in with one hand, finishing with the other. Impressive.
Great transition offense as we've seen all day. Slow at times, but really a huge factor in the Thunder's 25-point lead here as we near the end of the third quarter. Palmer, three's no good. Fight over the rebound will end in a jump ball. Will stay with St. Michael's. Shot clock is off. Same play again for McVeigh. Not open this time. Gets the ball in. Another jump ball will be called. Shot was blocked. This time in favor of the Thunder.
And just a swarm on defense. Really just no other option there but to attempt to put it up. Resulted in the jump ball.
Obviously the Thunder there recognized the same inbound play Guardians just used to get McVeigh an open shot. Found a way to shut it down. Ersic driving in. Be called for a travel. 15 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
I'd like to see St. Michael's just get a good shot up. Doesn't matter if it goes in or not, just a good high percentage shot.
Palmer looking for Mather in the paint, working in. Out to Matherin, rather. Shot does not fall.
And there's that high percentage shot I was looking for. Just couldn't get it to fall, but hopefully that'll send something into the fourth quarter.
At the end of the third quarter, St. James 45, St. Michael the Archangel 20. You are watching St. James Academy basketball live on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. Pasquale Moore is a proud supporter of student athletics. Basketball teaches teamwork, perseverance, commitment, and sacrifice. Learn more at dmlawusa.com. Welcome you back once again for the start of the fourth quarter. St. James with a 25-point lead over the visiting St. Michael the Archangel Guardians. As their senior point guard, Lydia McVeigh, looking to make something on the offensive end. Palmer now. Ton of dribbling. Shot clock at 10. Strong take there by McVeigh. Just short. Will result in another jump ball.
And this Guardians offense has kind of just been fighting for their life. This Thunder defense has been extremely suffocating, especially in the first half, but still in the second half here.
Yeah, we've seen many teams the past 2 weeks try and break through Thunder's defense and not find great success. It's highly contributed to the Thunder's 3-game win streak. As Ersic looking to inbound under her own basket. High pass out to Ruger. Swatted out of bounds by McVeigh. Saxon, no hurry here. Ersic at the top of the key, 7 on the shot clock. Not sure that Thunder know it. Pass thrown away into trouble and controlled by the Guardians.
This team has been playing extremely well off the ball. And that's kind of just attributed to their absolutely fantastic game defensively.
Good take, middle of the paint from Mahiran. And she will be sent to the free throw line. St. James caught out of place on defense there. Rare occurrence tonight, but great take by the Guardians there. Back into the game for the Guardians is Recaro and Lockhart.
No attempt at an offensive rebound there. I feel like this Guardians team kind of just throwing in the towel at this point.
Vietti driving back out to Sachs. Sachs drives through, gets to the rim just too high off the glass. Great offensive possession from the Thunder. McVeigh, powerful push cross. Finds Lockhart in the corner for a wide open three. No good. Scramble for the ball. It will stay with the Guardians. Sullivan checks back into the game for Ersic.
Speaking of staying, if you stay tuned here on the Thunder Broadcast Network, you'll catch me, Graham Warner, alongside Nate Bright for our boys game, preceding the end of this girls game. It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, both teams picked up huge wins on Friday over rival Miege. Electric atmosphere here in the Thunderdome. Looking to continue that momentum into tonight. Certainly the girls have brought the energy thus far.
Absolutely. That Miege game was probably one of the favorites I've called in my young broadcasting career.
Here's that same inbound play again for McVeigh. Just rims out. Fast break opportunity. Mishandled out of bounds by Sachs. McVeigh finds the open cutter. Out to Palmer. Can't control it through her legs and out of bounds. Great look for the Guardians. Ref's timeout, it looks like. A little bit of blood from Ireland Sullivan's eye area there. Robinson will come back into the game. Ball is into Sachs. Thunder haven't scored here in a couple minutes, Graham.
You know, I can't really call that a negative thing. Oh my goodness,
and
Lila
there it
Simmons.
is. 3-point bucket from Lila Simmons, right on cue.
I don't even remember what I was going to say.
McVeigh, far scoop layup. Doesn't have the distance. And Ruger, easy transition lay. Lead increases to 30, which will see the implementation of the running clock here in the fourth quarter. Great pass there by Recaro.
Tough bucket.
And great take by the junior Evelyn Lockhart. Guardians' first basket in quite a while here in the second half. Simmons in trouble. Gets it out to Ruger. Finds the cutter. Robinson, rather, for the easy two. Great offensive movement from the Thunder.
The Thunder now leading by 30 points here.
McVeigh blocked away. Will be called out of bounds, but great athletic rejection there from Robinson, who will come out of the game. Ireland Sullivan looking good to go now. Ball's in and off the glass. Keely Barr with a quick pop from the inbounds. Albright now. Simmons tries another three, just rims out. Offensive rebound, Sullivan, and the putback.
That was a good looking shot from Simmons there. Nice help on the boards for Sullivan.
St. James done a great job here tonight, chasing after the boards, especially on the offensive end. Led to a lot of second chance opportunities and buckets like these. Transition layups have been at a mass commodity tonight for the Thunder.
Absolutely, Zach, you're absolutely correct. It's just been an onslaught. I think, how many points did we have at the end of the first quarter?
I want to say it was like 19-4.
Just 24 on the entire game for the Guardians. This just kind of sums up how this game went. And I know the Guardians will bounce back, but just on the road and everything, it's a decent drive. I'm confident they'll bounce back for the rest of the season.
This game here tonight, obviously a huge test for the Guardians. Have to learn from this and move on. Here trailing by 32 with less than a couple minutes to go. Of course, the Guardians won their conference in Missouri a year ago. Potentially missing some key playmakers from that team, as we are missing some players from last year's team.
That team last year, man, was something special.
Was definitely a fun team to watch all the way into the state tournament. So now we have Simmons, thinks about a deep three, drives.
Who did we lose to again?
Lost to Andover in the first round of the state playoffs in Emporia. I was in attendance.
Really?
Yeah, we did not play the game we needed to. The Guardians get one to go off the glass. Under a minute remaining. Out to Albright for three. Just off the mark, off front rim. Guardians control the rebound, but are out of bounds. And with the running clock will continue to run prior to the inbound here from Ersic.
Read my mind.
Shot clock is off. Thunder likely in no hurry to put a shot up here.
And today's Shields Offensive Player of the Game for the Thunder, I've got to give it to Elle Robinson. Elle Robinson and Ireland Sullivan both, but Elle Robinson has just been dominant all night. And our Shields Defensive Player of the Game, I'll let you take this one, Zach.
I'm going to give this one to Stella Sachs. The only a freshman out there, always stepping up and ready to guard shiftiest, most elusive players the opponent has to offer. And the Thunder show up here in a huge way tonight. 30-point win, 56-26 over St. Michael the Archangel.
And man, Zach, that was a fun one to watch and a fun one to call. I appreciate the opportunity.
Obviously been a great game here. We'd like to thank tonight's sponsors for TBN's broadcast of St. James Academy basketball. We would also like to shout out our entire production team. I'm Zachary Woolson alongside Graham Werner on behalf of our Director of Broadcasting, Cohen Merrick, and our Director of Educational Programming, Sam Rockford. We thank you for watching TBN and bid you good night. Go Thunder and God bless.
And stay tuned for the boys game. We'll be here in just a few minutes.
That as well.